Next, let's have a more complicated one. So we have px or p of x is equal to 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. So find p of 0 and p of negative 1. So let's first try to consider p of 0. So p of 0 is equal to following or using the function, we have 3, then substitute x with 0. So 0 is squared plus 5 times 0 minus 2. So p of 0 is equal to, so order of operation pa rin, let's have the PEMDAS. Let's consider first the power. So we have 3. 0 squared is still 0 plus 5 times 0, 0 minus 2. So p of 0 is equal to 3 times 0, 0 plus 0 minus 2. So p of 0 is equal to negative 2. Next, let's try to get the other one, which is p of negative 1. So we have p of negative 1 is equal to 3. Then substitute the value of x, which is now negative 1 squared plus 5 times negative 1 minus 2. So p of negative 1 is equal to 3. And what is negative 1 is squared? That's negative 1 times negative 1. That should be positive 1. Then 5 times negative 1 is negative 5 minus 2. So p of negative 1 is equal to 3 minus 5 minus 2. So p of negative 1 is equal to 3 minus 5 is negative 2 minus 2. That will be negative 4. Next, let's have f of x is equal to 5x plus 1. Find f of h plus 1. Take note that the value of x is a binomial, so it's getting complicated. So still, we just have to substitute the value of x, h plus 1, to the original function or equation. So f of h plus 1 is equal to 5 times, what is x now? Take note of this. X becomes h plus 1, close open parenthesis, then plus 1. So f of h plus 1 is equal to distributive property. That's 5 times h is 5h. 5 times 1 is plus 5 plus 1. So f of h plus 1 is equal to 5h. Then 5 plus 1 is 6. Take note that 5h and 6 cannot be combined since 5h has a coefficient which is h, or 5 has a coefficient of h. So again, f of h plus 1 is 5h plus 6.